started. So very good afternoon to one and all cadets present here. I'm going to share my desktop screen so that you are able to see my presentation. Cadets, is it visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for your response. The subject code along with its name we are going to study throughout this semester is UDIT 201. The subject name is Foundation of Information Technology Lab. And right now we are going to discuss about the experiment number 2. It is exercise number 2. The exercise name is formula editor. The next one is Ajanta. The agenda for today's session are attendance at the start name, introduction about myself, netiquettes to be followed, learning objectives and outcomes, recap of previous session, introduction about the topic, explanation, summarization, then at last Q&A, feedback if any. So according to this, I will take the attendance right now. So cadets, please unmute your audio and mark your presence. Answer attendance, Ajit. Sarath. Vaishak.
Present, sir.
Sanit.
Yes,
Kapon. Who is this? Tell your name, pa. Sarath Chandran. Okay.
He is not able to answer.
What, pa? You are not able to hear myself or?
No, sir. Sharath was not able to enter.
Okay. Sujay.
Present, sir.
Nandana. Nandana Vishekar. Anwar. Anwar. Anando.
Present, sir.
Muhammad Yazir.
Present, sir.
Yaldin.
Present, sir.
Sachin.
Present, sir.
Prakar.
Present, sir.
Dikshan. Dikshan. Dikshan Anto.
Present, sir.
Regin.
Present, sir.
Krishna.
Present, sir.
Abdul Rahman.
Present, sir.
Santosh.
Present, sir.
Kabilan.
Present, sir.
Rahavendra.
Present, sir.
Raji. Raji. Jibin Moon. Akash,
Present, sir.
Naman Sharma,
Present, sir.
Ankit,
Present, sir.
Deepu Joseph, Bakarapeta, Shruti,
Present, sir.
Ankit,
Present, sir.
Insaf,
Sir. Hello.
Insaf,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Suraj,
Present, sir.
Gopi Krishna, Sandra, Sandra, Shreyas,
Present, sir.
Yuvraj. Yeah, who is this? Tell your name,
Sir.
pa.
Sir, Sandra. Sir, Sandra is
Sandra, Sandra. Okay, okay,
present,
okay,
sir.
okay. Noted.
Prajeet.
Noted,
Sir.
Sandra. Prajeep
Hello, sir.
present.
Ajit is
Yuvraj,
present.
one
Sir,
second, one
Ajit
second.
and Anwar
Yuvraj,
is also present, sir.
Ajit and Anwar present. Okay. Okay. At last, we'll get back to attendance. Yeah, tell me, pa. Yeah, your name? Shreya. Noted. Noted. Coming back to our presentation. So straight away, I'm going for a recap of our previous class. So last class, we started the exercise number 1, it is basic formatting and alignment. So I explained the theoretical concepts and did the practical session lively to you, and at last you started your own hands-on experience and shared the output screenshot to my mail ID. So is there any pending works for the cadets? Any cadet, those who are not submitted exercise number 1, please tell your name. So I send the mail ID. So you shared, most of the cadets shared, I guess. So is there any cadet not submitted still? The screenshot of exercise number 1.
Sir,
Yeah, Talpa.
sir, this is my first class.
Yeah, your name, pa?
Sandra Raji. Sandra.
Sandra. Okay, okay.
Sir, this is my first class.
Your name?
Yuvraj.
Yuvraj. Okay, you are new addition to this group, I guess. Shreyas, Yuvraj, these are the 2 additions, I guess, and also Sandra. So Sandra, you already asked through messages, I guess,
Yes, sir.
in the last class. Okay, okay. Okay, I will share the video, whatever I took in the last class. You go through it. If you have any doubts, your queries means you can ask. I will clarify that. Okay, ma'am?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So right now we are going to see the exercise number 2. So apart from this, Sandra, Shreyas, Yuvraj, is there any cadet want to submit still? Or everyone submitted?
Ankit Kumar, sir.
Ankit Kumar, you nodded submitted.
Yes, sir.
May I know the reason?
Sir, network issue. That's why I have not submitted on that day, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. So you can submit after the class gets over. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
You did means you submit the screenshot or submit the Word file to the mail ID. Okay, ma'am. Fine. So next we are going to see the experiment number 2, that is formula editor. experiment number 2 and experiment number 3. Experiment number 3 is timetable creation. So for the 2 and 3, we are going to work with the tables. So I will tell the creation of tables and various menus, options pertinent to the tables. Then we will have the hands-on session for experiment number 2 and experiment number 3 separately. So I will tell the options first, and then I will explain the what are the exercises you are going to do. Then we will have the hands-on session. This is what I planned today. So I am going to open up the Word window. So cadets, is it visible? My Word window is visible to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Fine. Thanks for the response. So today we are going to see the creation of the table. In the last class, that is for the first exercise, we dealt with the menu called home. Under that, various ribbons are there. That is board, font, paragraph. These are the things we discussed in our first class. And in the next menu, that is insert menu, I touched only one option, that is insertion of picture. So this class, we are going to see the another option, that is, so under menu, there is an option called table. So we are going to click over the table drop down. Once you click over that, it will display one default palette with some options also. So the first one is some palettes available. So in that palettes, if you click over the mouse over the squares, you can choose the number of rows, number of columns you want to insert or you want to create. So this is the default method, but the constraint here is you can create up to 10 columns and 8 rows. So apart from the listed one, if you want to create, you can choose another option. If it is not, you can use this default palette itself. So moving the mouse over there, it will display the number of rows and number of columns you selected. So for example, I am choosing 4 for I'm 4. It will draw a table with 4 rows and 4 columns. This is the default method. The second method, insert table. I'm hearing some distortion. Students, please mute your mic.
There is too much background noise, sir.
Yeah, Mohammad Yazir.
Yes, sir. Mute all, sir.
No, if I mute off, I cannot. Sachin,
There is full of
Sir, too
noise.
much background voice.
wait. Students, until unless if I prompt, don't unmute your audio. Okay, fine. Then getting back to our word screen. So clicking over that insert menu table option. So from the listed palette, you can insert the 10 columns and 8 rows. If it is exceeding, then you are going to use the next option called insert table. So if you click over that insert table option, it will display one small dialog box, that is insert table dialog box. In the dialog, you can select the number of rows and number of columns as per your wish. For example, if you want to insert 20 columns with 20 rows, then you can type 20 here in the column, and also In the rows, type 20 or 25, whatever it requires. Then the next one is fixed column width. By default, it will be displayed as auto. It means whatever the table column you created, the same size can be consistently applied to all the columns for the table. For example, I am creating 20 columns. Means fixed column, which means whatever the size of the first column remains constant to all the columns. That is what the fixed column width. And the second one is auto fit to contents. Auto fit to contents means within the table, whether it is a column or a row, you are going to type the contents. That is a textual information. If the textual information is very short compared to the size of the particular column or row, you can shrink that. We are going to apply the option. Rather than, you can also use this option, auto fit to contents. If you select auto fit to contents, it automatically gets shrink. You can also elaborate that. You can also shrink that with the handler. I will explain later. But if you choose the option contents, auto fit to contents, it automatically gets shrink. The auto fit to window means entire printing window, printing screen, your table gets elongated or gets shrink. That is what auto fit to window. By default, the option is fixed column width and its value is auto. So this is what the thing under insert table. So if you want to create the table, you can also use the insert table option, or else just you can highlight the squares available within the default palette. So I am going to create 4x4 table. So I created the table. Now the definition, simple definition for table is this one is called as column, and this one is called as row. So the definition for table is intersection of columns and rows. Rows and columns are tables. In other words, this particular small rectangle, we call this as cell. So we can also tell collections of cell is also referred as table. So two definitions. One is collections of cell is also called as table. Intersection of rows and columns is also called as table. So why I am telling means we are going to apply the formatting row wise, column wise, or cell wise. So this is what the definition: rows, columns, and then cell. Then I am going to click outside the table. If you see the menu bar, means there are the default menus only available. That is insert, layout, reference, mailings, review, view. So up to view only it is available. But if I click over the cursor, mouse cursor, within the table cell, then two menus gets appended. That is, the first menu is named as design. The second menu is named as layout. So these design and layout menus are called as add-on menus. So once you click over the table cell, it will append it. That is, add-on menus gets appear. If you click outside the table, the add-on menus get disappear. So there is no menu. So this is what the usage of add-on menus. Because if so many menus are there under menu bar, it will look a little bit meshy. For that only, add-on menus get introduced. So you insert the picture, some add-on menus gets up. If you insert the chart, some add-on menus gets appear. Likewise, if you create the table or click over the table, some add-on menus gets appear. Until unless if you click over that. If it is not, it doesn't get appear, so that your menu bar looks much pretty. So this is the usage of add-on menus. Then next thing, we will discuss the thing. There is options with the add-on menus later. First, I will complete all the options under this table. The next one is we completed this insert table. Next one is draw table. So draw table means with the help of the pencil, you can also draw the table. That is what the draw table option. I will click over that. One pencil symbol appears. I am drawing the table. Again, I am drawing the table. So likewise also, I can draw or I can create the table. So three options for creating the table. One is default palette. The second option is draw table. Third option is insert. If you don't want to draw the table, again you click over the draw table. The cursor gets changes its original type. Then the next option is convert text to table. So what is meant by this convert text to table means if you are having any textual information that you want to convert it to table, then you can use this option text to table. That option doesn't get enabled unless if you select any textual information. I will demonstrate. Example, I am having some contents. I'm giving tab space, so serial number, name, and then address I am having. And I am entering the data. Address I am entering. Then second data I am entering. So it shows red and green lines. So green line is for grammatical mistake and red line is for some suggestions. So if it is present, I can use that. If it is not present, I can press ignore all, ignore or add to dictionary. So I'm pressing ignore all. So this is the data I entered or I'm having. So this particular thing I want to convert it to table. So I will demonstrate how it is going to do, how you are going to do. So I will select all the text, whatever I want to convert it to table. So this particular thing only I want to convert it to table. So after the selection, you are going for insert menu, table options. You are going to click over that convert to table. Now you see means that option gets enabled. So while you're clicking over that, it will display one small dialog box. So in that dialog box, you can also enter the columns. Some distortion is there. Cadence, please mute your mic. Then out of it behavior, the same thing, whatever we discussed under insert table. Then separate textures. So whatever options you used for the separation of text. That's why I told that I am giving tab spaces. So if you used paragraphs, if you used commas, if you used others means you can select the option whatever you've done for the text here. So I used tabs. I selected tabs option. So while clicking on OK, the entire content get changed to the table. So this is what the conversion of text to table. So if I am having any content with the tab spaces or paragraph spaces or any other symbol spaces, I can use the same thing to table, conversion from text to table. So this is what the first thing, conversion of text to table. You can also converge the table in textual format that will available under the add-on menu, that is under layout option. So under layout option, there is an option called convert to text. So in that also you can use the option to convert the table contents to textual contents. I will also explain the same thing. So in the table, there is a plus symbol under top left corner. So if you see here means there is a plus symbol. So while clicking over the plus symbol, entire table gets selected. Otherwise, you can also click and drag to select the contents, entire contents in the table. So there are two methods. One is selection by manual, or you can select together by clicking over the plus symbol. So clicking over the plus symbol, and I'm using the add-on menu layout, and I'm using the option convert to text. So here it will again ask whether the separation between the text which will be, that is, you are going to apply paragraph marks, tabs, commas, or any other symbols. So I'm using tabs again, and I'm pressing OK, so that the entire contents of the table gets converted into textual contents. So this is what the two options: conversion of text to table, conversion of table to text. Cadets, any clarification required at this point?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Thanks for the response.
Sir,
I am moving on to the, yeah, Talpa. The clarification required? I heard some voice. Okay, fine. So these are some options under tables. Then I'm going to use the same. That is convert text to table. So I delete the table. Get back to you. Get back last. So these are the thing. Next thing is you want to do some manipulation within the table. For example, here the size of the cell is this much, but the content is, the textual content is only this much. So this many spaces are empty. So in order to shrink or in order to elaborate, you can use the handler. That handler option will shrink or elongate your table cell size. So how you are going to do means I will explain. So where you want to apply, you want to select that border or line at first. So this one I want to move. So here if you move the cursor over line, then small handler appears. See the changes in the cursor. So if I move over the line, there is a small handler appears. Click the handle, one line will appears. After that, I can shrink or I can elaborate. So I am going to shrink like this. So again, I am going to use the handler here. I am moving the mouse over that line. Handler appears, clicking the handler, and I am dragging up to the size of the text. And again, I am going to use the handler, and I'm going to. So this is what the small manipulation done with the help of the handler. So this is what the thing. So if you are maybe if you felt any tough, you can also use the ruler. So see here, there is a ruler within that the table sizes, the column size is also there. So clicking over there, also you can shrink or elongate the table size. Okay, so this is what the thing I want to tell. Then next one, we are going to see the add-on menus option. So first one is design menu. We are going to see the options under design menu. So before getting into the design menu options, by clicking over that plus symbol at the top left corner, you can select the entire table. And if you want to move to any other location, also you can move with the help of that handler. So I am clicking over the handler and I am dragging to some other location. For example, I'm going to place here. After choosing the location, I'm going to release my mouse button so that the table gets moved. So above the table, below the table, if I want to have any text, I can use any textual information. And the one more thing is this table also follows the option and alignment option. For example, for here, I can also use the alignment option, that is center alignment. And then I can apply the font size and I can apply various font weights. Some cases color also. So this particular table also comprises under the font.
Sir, your voice produce echo.
Okay. Now it is clear. Now it is clear, pa?
Yes, sir. It's okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So now we can also apply the alignment options to the table. For example, here I can select the entire table and I am going to give the center alignment. So it will move on to the center of your drawing canvas. So within that table also I can apply the alignments. For example, I can selecting the entire textual information and pressing the center button. So
Sir, again it's produce echo.
I'm using same mic only. Right now, the echo is for everyone or to that particular carrot alone? Correct?
So it's okay, sir.
Okay. So the alignment option you can apply for the contents within the table also, center alignment or the right alignment, left alignment, whatever it may be. For example, this is the best example. If you want to apply right alignment alone to this particular column, you can also apply the alignment. So you can apply the mixed alignment types under the contents of the table. So this is what the table options. Then we are getting back to our design menu. So under that, there are two main things available. So first one is table styles and table style options. So actually what it means there are some default templates available from the table default templates, that is style. From the default style option, you can select any one of the table option. For example, if I want this, I can use, or if I want this one, I can use. So whatever you are selecting, that will gives the preview to you. So I'm going to select this or this one, anything maybe. So I can select here. So why we are using this particular option, table style, means in order to make your table much decorative. If you are going to present this table as a soft copy to anyone or you're going to transfer via email, then your table will look much prettier. For decoration purpose, we are using this table style concept. So here, this is a default template, but if you not liking any color. You are selecting the templates, but here the black color is applied. So instead of black color, I need some other colors, means I am selecting all over the columns or all over the rows. Then I can use the option called shading. So I can use any color. I can change the color. If it is not, you can also go for more colors. The same thing, whatever we discussed under font color. So custom available, standard available. So standard, if any color, means the preview gets displayed here. Or else if you want, you also use the custom also. So if I want, I can choose the color here. Then I'm going to drag the slider. Then I'm pressing the O, so that the color gets applied. So this is what the coloring option, that is shading option within the table. If you want to highlight only one cell, then also you can apply the same shading options. Like this you can apply. So this is what the shading option. Then the next one is borders. Borders means you are going to have the entire border. Some cases you can use the no borders option also, or some left border, right border, top border, bottom border, like that. So I will tell with an example. If you are creating any mark sheet or mark list, at last you will have the total. I will change the table into default one so that you can easily understand. So I created the new row. So the simplest way to create the new row is pressing the mouse cursor to the last cell and pressing the tab key in your keyboard. So this is the last cell, and pressing the tab key, it will insert the new row. But it will insert the new row beneath the current cell only, not the above cell. If you want to insert a new row to the above the cell, then you want to choose some other option. But if you want to add the rows after the selected cell, or after the content of the clicked cell, then you can use the option. So this is the simplest way to insert the new row. So I inserted a new row. 1, 2, 3. So here what I'm going to do means I'm going to use total. Then I am having 34. So here what I want to do means this 34, maybe we can just see. So this total does not make sense with the first column. So what I'm going to do means I'm going to select the two cells. Then I am going to use the border option. In that I'm going to use no borders. So after that, what I'm going to do means again I am selecting the previous cell, and I'm going to use the border called bottom border, so that to the bottom the border gets applied. And this particular cell I will select and apply the left border. So the entire table gets changed, so that the total alone is gets separated from the table. So it is easily understandable one. If anyone comes and see means the total itself, the last portion is total, so that the person gets easily understand about the particular thing.
Sir,
So this is what the Telpa.
sir, can you tell me that one more?
Yeah, okay, sure. So this is the border option. There are various types of borders available. Let me click over the top border, bottom border, left border, right border. Because the cell itself, this particular cell, I'm clicking over this cell. This cell having the top border, then bottom border, then left border, then right border. So if any one of the border I need means I can utilize the border with the option called all border. borders. If I doesn't require any border, I can use any one of the options listed here. Maybe if I doesn't require top border, I can click top border. So that the top border gets deleted. If I don't want have the right border, then I can delete the right border. So this is the option. What I did actually means, if you are creating any mark sheet, the last column, sorry, last row is the total. The total you want to differentiate from the other rows or from the other cell. So for that, I'm going to delete the border. So how I am going to do means, I'm going to select this particular two cells, or else you can also do, I will tell how it is. I'm clicking the total cell. I'm clicking over the right border, sorry, not right border, left border, then bottom border, I delete it. And I'm coming back to the first column again. Again, I'm going to use the left border option. Again, I'm going to use the bottom border option so that it gets deleted. Now, if anyone comes and see the mark sheet, means the total itself gets easily understandable because it's differentiated from the normal table. So like this way also you can utilize the borders. Now you got the point, part? Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Thanks for your response. Then these things are most probably used if you draw the table. So I already told that how you are going to draw the table. So if you are drawing the table, then you can utilize this option. For example, I am going to draw the table. I am going to use the pen size. For example, I am drawing like this. So this is called, first one is called as the line style. The second one is called as line weight. What this means the size of the line, that is whether it is the single line, double line, or dotted line, like that you can choose the line style of your table, and also the size of the line, that is whether it's going to be a single point or the half point or 3 by 4 points, like that, 1 point, like that you can choose the number of points, that is the size. So now I am going to use the dotted lines and the point is 1 point. So now I am going to draw the table. So see the difference between these two. This particular thing at the start I drawn. This particular thing after choosing the option I draw. So this is what the difference. So these options most probably apply when you are choosing the option called draw table. Or otherwise it will be one. Then eraser. Eraser also, it will erase the table cell, maybe top border, bottom border, right border, left border. It is also used along with the draw table option. So if I'm clicking eraser and I'm using this particular table, means the borders get deleted. So like this also you can use the eraser part. So this is what the eraser part. So this eraser part gets used only if you are choosing the draw table option. So the last one is specially meant for the draw table option. Draw table option, if you select it, then you can select the line style, line size, then pen color also, then eraser option. So these are the options listed. And the table style options, some default options are header row, first column, banded rows. It means the applying of the styles. If you want to apply, that is differentiate the header row from all other rows, you can check the header row options. Example, you will see the changes in this table size. I am unchecking the option header row. So see the size gets changed. Then I am unchecking the option first column. Then I am unchecking the banded rows. So these are the sum of the things you can apply as many. At least you can check, tick, put a tick mark as many options in the list. Depends upon the table you are going to create. So this is what the entire option available under design menu. So with this, I will stop the session. So tomorrow we will discuss the layout menu and the exercise number 2, that is formula editor. If you have any queries, you can raise. Otherwise, I will wind up the session. Cadets having any queries? Need any clarifications?
No, sir.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for your response. I will stop the recording and I will took the attendance.